Yes.
Oh,
Bring him here. Hello, sir. My name is Chief E-Boy. One second.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. My name is Chief E-Boy, West Coast State Police, badge number 911. How are you doing today?
Okay, sir.
Tell me, why do you want to join the police?
My dream.
What does integrity mean?
My dream.
What does integrity mean?
Sir, I don't know. I don't know this.
Okay, what's the difference between corruption and abuse of power?
This I don't know.
Have you had the chance to go over any of the PD rules, RP rules, or violations?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you tell me any of the RP rules off the top of your head?
Um, I'm talking one people and respect, and one police officer is respect talking. Okay.
No, sir, that's not any of the RP rules. I'm done with my questions. You can go back there to the other suits.
Okay.
No, Mr. Johnson, I cannot join. He's late. We're closed. Sir, James, can you take him, please?
over here, sir, between these two chairs. Hello, sir. I'm DFG James Forsyth, badge number 321. I'm with the Madera Police Department. Thank you for coming to the hiring event today. Sir, can you explain to me uh, two green zones besides the police department and hospital?
Green zone, sir.
Okay,
Green
but
zone.
what two? Yes, green zones. Like, for example, you see that little green triangle right there? We're in a green zone right now.
Green zone. Green zone is a safe zone, and sir, green zone is a safe zone.
Okay, but name me two locations besides the police department and a hospital that are green zones.
Uh, a hospital, sir.
Mr. Burley, do you know any of the RP rules at all?
Yeah, yeah. I am a art close. Yeah.
Can you name a couple for me?
Uh, Jimmy, James, James, sir.
I, I don't have any more questions. I'm going to pass it to Raw Dollars.
Hello, sir. My name is Major General Rod Dallas, Assistant Commander, SWAT Badge number 828, sir. I
Yes,
have
sir.
some questions I want to ask you, sir. Um,
Hmm?
what can you bring to this department and why?
What, sir?
What is your greatest asset to this department and why?
This, sir, I don't know this.
Okay, I have another question for you. Are you familiar with any of the RP rules?
Um, RPA rules.
RP meaning like role play.
Okay. Um, I am respect one people and talking
No,
best.
I'm asking you, sir, are you familiar with any of the rules? Do you know what an RP2 is? RP13 is? RP1?
RP1.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you, Mr. Neal. That'll be all it for me, sir. I'm gonna pass it over to CG, Mr. Johnny Sins.
Hello, sir. I'm
Okay.
CG Johnny Sins. I'm a West Coast State Police Officer, badge number 069. How are you doing today, sir?
Yes, sir. Sir,
All
why?
right, sir. Do you know any of
Okay.
the violations?
Violation.
Yeah, like, could you tell me what a 2.5 is?
This sir, I don't know.
Alrighty, sir. So,
Oh, oops.
why should we hire you today, sir, instead of the other applicants?
Uh, this what's are this?
All right.
Doctor?
That's all I have for right now.
All right. Sir, we're going to deliberate now. It'll be one moment.
Mr. Muhammad? No, he's not here. Got it, or Republican, someone taken. Oh, I did see him, my bad. Pablo, please stop. Just put him in cuffs. Unfortunately, sir, you have failed this interview. Please come back at another hiring event.
Sir, give me one chance, sir. Please.
Take him to floor one, please. Mr. Muhammad, you can bring the other one in.
Harvey.
Pablo, you
Come
don't
on,
have to
man.
be
He
here.
did well. I know. But listen, I like that dude, okay?
Oh, he was talking to me yesterday. I was driving and he's standing right behind. Every single place I go.
Yo, third time. How did he?
No idea, bro. He's texting. He's either texting me on Discord or just waiting for me here. But yesterday he evolved. I was driving and he was behind me every single time, bro.
Oh my god. Maybe he's in love with you.
Maybe.
Maybe. So, yeah, boy, before I
Good job,
leave, like, I
guys.
know I shouldn't be here.
Go ahead.
So, when are we gonna get our interview for promotion, you know?
It was supposed to be yesterday, but just text Emma and see if they can do them for you today.
Okay. So I got like an arrest today. Can it count for like next rank? It's a good arrest.
Don't tie your arrest to promotions. Arrest or your job, whether you get
I
promoted
know.
or not.
I know. Listen, it's a good arrest. I had like tons of them like deleted the shit. Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying. So sad. Anyways, good to see you guys.
Good to see you too. All right, can you go for the, because we're gonna interview this person?
Yeah.
Chief, do you want to go first, or?
Well, you can go first. Go to James.
All right. Hello, I'm DFG James Forsyth, badge number 321 with the Madeira Police Department. Thank you for coming to the hiring event today. Why do you want to be a police officer?
I would love to save the city and criminals.
What does integrity mean to you as someone who wants to become a police officer?
Believing strong in myself.
What's an RP11?
Non-compliance.
Can you name for me 2 green zones besides the hospital and the police department?
Church. Gang houses.
Can you handle suspects who are going to try to get you to break character by bullying you and harassing you and trying to get you to mess up in a professional and calm manner?
No.
Okay, I have no further questions. I'll pass it to Raw Dollars. MG Raw Dollars.
All right, sir. How you doing? My name is Major General Von Dallas, Assistant Commander of SWAT, badge number 828, sir. First and foremost, I want to ask you, what brings you to this hiring event, and what can you bring to this department as well?
I was born in another city. I'm trying to bring more activities in this department.
Okay. Are you familiar with any of the violations?
Yeah.
Can you name 1.1 for me?
Capture of the state. The
Yeah.
capture of the state.
Okay. Can you give me an example of that?
So to be honest, I don't know the example.
Okay. All right. One more question for you. Do you know what an RP 11 is?
Mr. James already asked me that.
All right. What about RP 21?
We don't got RP 21.
Okay. All right, sir. That'll be it for me, sir. We're gonna pass it over to my CG, Mr. Johnny Sin, sir. Okay.
Hello, sir. My name is CG Johnny Sins. I'm a West Coast State Police Officer, badge number 069. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good, sir. Could you tell me some of your strengths and weaknesses?
Sir, to be honest, I never heard that word before.
All right, sir. So you don't have any strengths or weaknesses?
No, sir.
Alrighty, sir. And let's say you seen two officers arguing. How would you handle a situation like that?
Trying to figure out what they arguing about and take a body cam and send to a higher up.
All right, sir. And for my last question, if you were hired today, what could you bring to this department that you feel like we don't already have?
I'm trying to be really professional and bring some more activities here.
Yeah. I seen it on the floor. That pink one? Was it like pink? Is this it right here? Alrighty, sir. That's all I have for right now. I'm gonna pass you back to my DFG James.
All right, sir. Please go over to the chief there.
Hello, sir. My name is Chief E-Boy, Chief of Madeira PD, badge number 911. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Alright, sir, could you tell me what's the difference between abuse of power and corruption?
The meaning of abuse power is telling someone with a can't do whether it's wrong or right because of their position or power over you.
What about corruption?
Corruption is giving permission to break the law or letting civilians bypass with illegal actions.
What's the difference between them?
What's that?
What's the difference between them?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. Which one is more important, preventing crime or punishing criminals, and why?
Can you explain that one more time, please?
Which one is more important, preventing crime or punishing criminals, and why?
Punishment of criminals. If they're doing wrong things, then we can punish them and take them to jail.
Okay. And which one is more important, protecting civilians or serving the law, and why?
Serving the law.
Why?
If you don't have a law, what should we do?
Okay. No further questions. I'm gonna pass it over to DFG James.
All right, so we're going to deliberate right quick. Just stand right there. All right, sir. Unfortunately, you have failed your interview today. Please brush up on the rules more, and then maybe you can come back to another interview, another hiring event.
Alright, sir, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Khalid, you can take it. All right, he got him. Now, Mr. Muhammad got him. Mr. Muhammad.
All right. I'll give you. Okay, you can bring Luvis up. Just so you know, guys, Luvis has been in the PD about 4 times already, so his questions have to be extra hard, and he cannot pass whatsoever. He cannot pass.
Copy.
And just so you know, I might not be able to attend the other one today, but Mr. Isaac is gonna come to the other one. I know that for sure. So again, be on your time.
All right.
Okay, bring him here. Mr. Luvis, behind you, please.
You can stop in the between chairs right there, sir. Thank you.
Behind you, behind you.
Over there by the chief.
Oh, right here. My bad, chief.
You're good over there.
Where do you guys want me to from? Like right here?
Near the chief.
Hello, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir. How you doing?
I'm good. Alright, so my name is Chief E-Boy, Chief of Manera PD, Bachelor in 911. How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Alright, sir, could you tell me why do you want to join the police today?
Because I want to make a difference in the game, and a difference in the one state community, and do something different than what I've been doing lately in the game. That is.
And what is it that you've been doing in the game lately?
Well, honestly, was part of a gang recently, yeah, but I don't want to live like that anymore, yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me what are you going to bring different to the PD if we pass you today?
Well, the difference I'll make is, you know, I could be a team player. I could, you know, I, I could, I'm a team player. I could, I have a lot to offer, you know, as in regards of, time and effort and things like that.
Okay, can you tell me what do you understand by the word integrity and what does it mean to you?
Integrity is everything, sir. Integrity is like your word. Without your word, you're nothing. So it's like you don't have integrity. You're basically nothing.
Okay, let's say you join the PD and there's a group out there that do not agree with you. However, they speak a different language. What's going to be your next move?
I'm sorry, sir. Can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Let's say you're in the PD as an officer, and there's a group of officers that do not agree with you. You guys have some tension between you, but they speak a different language. So whenever you're on and they're on, they're just in the corner speaking their own language. What's going to be your next move?
Well, I'll bring it to a higher ranking officer, and do my best to work it out with that specific officer or officers that I don't get along with, and find a way to bring peace amongst us. Because we're one unit. We're not, like we're not like the gangs out there all against each other. We don't have ops. We're just, we're all one. We should be.
Okay. How do you handle constructive criticism?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
How do you handle constructive criticism?
Um, Criticisms are like uh, we live and learn. So you know, I I could I could take one. Just
What's the difference between corruption and abuse of power?
between corruption and what?
Abuse of power.
Abuse of power. Well, abuse of power is, like, let's say, like, I'm an officer and there's a citizen, and I decide to, like, just kind of like punk them and handcuff them and tase them down, whatever it is, or even, like, illegitimately arrest somebody. And then corrupt is being corrupt, like just doing dirty things, like pretty much they run concurrent. It's like the same thing if you think about it, like,
Yeah, but what's the difference between them? How are you going to differentiate between an officer being corrupt and an officer abusing his or her power?
Well, being corrupt is more like a continuous thing, but then abusing the power is like sometimes a cop might not even really notice they're abusing their power, like until you might have to just like make it clear to them that they are, and then they could like snap out of that. Versus corrupt is just it's just like more of a personal thing, like you know something that they just continuously do, or how they are type thing.
All right, no further questions. I'm going to pass it back to DFG James.
All right, sir, please come over here between these two chairs. I'm DFG James Forsyth, badge number 321 with the Madera Police Department. Thank you for coming to the hiring event today. What is an RP10?
What was the question, sir? I'm sorry.
What is an RP10?
Repeat kill.
What's the cooldown period that's attached to that? How many minutes?
A cooldown period from repeat from RP.
Yes, there's a cooldown period. How long is that?
90 minutes.
Okay. What's a RP15?
Disruption. of faction faction activity.
Can you name two green zones for me besides the police department and the hospital?
Yeah, the theater and bar.
What's an RP 9.1?
Massive drive-by.
Okay. I have one final question for you. When you become a police officer, you're going to be dealing with people who are going to try to get you to break character. They're going to try to harass and bully you. Are you going to be able to handle those people professionally and calmly?
Yes, sir. To the best of my capabilities, yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to pass it to MG Raw Dollars now.
How you doing, sir? My name is Major General Rod Dallas, Assistant Commander of SWAT, badge number 828, sir.
I'm doing good, sir. How you doing?
All is well. Thanks for asking, sir. I got a few questions I want to ask you. First and foremost, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how is your anger?
How is my anger?
Yes.
I'll say like a 3.
3. Okay. I have another question for you, sir. That being said, you at a HP being a hostile place, and somebody was to call you out your name, and the situation keeps escalating, and it's not diffusing or whatever the case may be. How would you address the situation in a professional manner?
Okay, so what was the first part of that scenario? I'm sorry. I heard the rest.
Basically, you was over at HP and somebody was calling you out your name and disrespecting you NRP and just keep saying things about you. And they just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. How would you address the situation in a professional manner?
Okay, so if that was to happen, if it gets to a point where I can't like verbally, like get to them and have them stop doing so, I would like, and if I'm getting upset, whatever, I'll just either get in the vehicle and just drive back here to PDG and log off or something, NRP, or if they're at HP and they're in the green zone, then I'll throw out the macros and just warn them to leave the area. And if not, if they're still being disobedient, then I'll just make sure I have my body cam on. Make sure I have my body cam on and arrest them.
I got a scenario for you, sir. All right. Say for example, you're out on patrol and somebody hits your cruiser, right? And then on top of that, the suspect hits your cruiser, right? Now you're telling the suspect to stop. Now, in the process of you telling the suspect to stop, the suspect runs into a pole, runs over a civilian, gets out the car, and starts shooting you. In the process, you're still chasing him. What would be the charges that you implement on him and why?
And this is in a white zone area.
It could be anywhere.
The
Tell me the
charges, I think,
charges.
if
The
I'm not
charges.
mistaken, the charges I was showing on him is like a 2.1 for destruction of property and like a 1.9 for um was that shooting his gun in a public area, and then running a civilian over. What is that? I know that's another. I can't remember what violation, honestly, what violation that one is off the top of my head, but I know that's also another violation. The one where he hit a civilian. That is, if it's in the red zone, then I can place it on a 1.11 or 1.12. If I can't place the 1.11, but the 1.12 I can place.
All right, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. That'll be all it for me. I'm going to pass it over to my CG, Mr. Johnny Sins, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. I'm CG Johnny Sins. I'm a West Coast State Police Officer, badge number 069. How are you doing today, sir?
I can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Am I lagging or is he lagging?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can now. Yes.
Alrighty, sir. I said hello. My name is
That's
CG
not my
Johnny Sins. I'm a West Coast State Police Officer, badge number 069. How are you doing today?
Your mic is looking now.
I can hear him okay.
I can hear you. Is that someone's phone going? Is that my guy's not my phone?
Alrighty, sir. So my first question is, do you have any strengths and weaknesses?
Am I lagging or am I lagging right now? Do I seem lagging at all?
No,